My best friend has a thing for married older women. Over the years, he has had surprising success in this area. It started when he was 18 and slept with a married 30-year-old woman with a kid. They were both waiters at a restaurant, and after months of flirting, she slept with him. In the 7 years since, there have been 12 of them, all married or engaged, with ages ranging from 30 to 52. In the beginning, I thought the whole thing was funny, but as the years have gone on, I have grown disgusted by this behavior. If we are at a bar and he sees a bachelorette party, he is hitting on the bride-to-be. He coaches his nephew's little league team just to meet the moms. He's had to leave 3 different jobs because he was sleeping with married co-workers, and the husbands found out, leading to confrontations while he was on the job. The last straw for me was last week. I recently got engaged, and my fiancé's family threw us an engagement party. It wasn't a surprise, so my fiancé and I both invited who we wanted, and one of the people I wanted there was one of my former managers at work. Let's call him Tom. I am a CPA at a big firm, and Tom was really a mentor to me when I started. He left to work in industry, but we kept in touch and are still close. Tom is 40 and just the nicest guy you will ever meet. So he and his wife, 38F, come to our engagement party. I had never met his wife before. She is beautiful, by the way, and at one point during the party, I see my friend talking to Tom's wife, while Tom took a phone call. I immediately go over and interrupt the conversation and pull my friend aside and tell him to not even think about it. My friend says he wasn't, which was bullshit, but I thought he took my warning seriously. I was wrong. A few weeks later, Tom calls me and tells me that his wife had been acting strange since the engagement party, and he went through her phone and found text messages with another guy. The texts included nudes exchanged on both sides, and it was very clear that they had met up for sex. Tom had confronted his wife the night before, and of course it was my friend who she'd slept with. Tom was devastated, crying on the phone. He wasn't even angry, he just wanted to know why she did it, and was asking me to talk to my friend to get some more details. I called my friend right after I got off the phone with Tom and exploded on him, basically ending our 20-year friendship. It's been a week, and my friend hasn't stopped apologizing. Other than his despicable behavior with married women, he has been a good friend to me. We have been like brothers since kindergarten. It hurts to throw away someone who has been such a big part of your life, but I just can't be party to this anymore. I'm making the right decision, right? Edit. I do want to add that aside from my friend's bad morals with married women, he has been a really good friend to me over the years. If I needed anything, he was the first one there. He's never slept with any of the girls I've dated and never tried. A lot of people are also saying that my fiancé would be next, but that is ignoring the fact that my fiancé would never cheat on me. A cheater has a personality defect. My friend clearly has one, but so do the women that cheat on their husbands. They are all inherently narcissistic and care only about their personal gratification. My friend hit on my fiancé before we met, and she shot him down abruptly then. I'm not worried about her. But I am sick over Tom, and I do bear responsibility for what happened. Update. It's been about a week since I posted, and I wanted to give an update on how things ended up with my now former friend. I agreed to meet with him last night and hear him out. So we went for a drink, and he apologized profusely for putting me in this spot and said he would never do that again. So I took this opportunity to really express how disgusted I was with his behavior, and that I couldn't be friends with someone that intentionally tries to ruin families. I tell him Tom and his wife have 2 children, they were happily married, and he's now destroyed their family. I ask if that is something he feels bad about. He says yes, but I can tell he's bullshitting. I ignore the fact that he's lying because I want to know how all of this went down. Tom's wife didn't want to share a lot of detail with him, so I promised that I would find out as much as I could. So I asked to see the texts between them. He resists, but I threaten to walk out and never talk to him again, so he gives me the phone. He contacted her on Facebook after the party, and they talked there for a day or two before switching to text. The conversations turned sexual very quickly, and it was clear that Tom's wife was interested in a quick fling. She says in the text that she loves her husband, but that doesn't stop her. I'm shocked by this, but my friend isn't. This isn't the first happily married woman who took up his offer for strings-free sex. Beyond what is in the texts, my friend says Tom's wife just wanted a temporary escape, to be someone she can't be with her husband, and once she got it out of her system, she would just go back to normal. Then he starts telling me what she was like when they were together, but I stop him. I say we aren't teenagers anymore and none of this is funny. I tell him I'm done with this, and both you and Tom's wife disgust me. I leave and block his number. I know I should have done this years ago, but I didn't. I call Tom after I leave and lie. I say I wasn't able to get any detail. I can't tell him that his wife just wanted some wild sex. That isn't something I would want to know. Tom and his wife are going to go to counseling. If it were me, I'd divorce her. The level of disrespect is off the charts, but maybe Tom is a better man than me. My fiancé is happy that I have finally cut off my now former best friend, but I am sad. I hope he gets help someday before he fucks with the wrong guy's wife. Thanks for listening. Story 2. My childhood bully has become my co-worker, and she's bullying me again. When I, 18F, was in 5th grade, age 10-11 for any non-Americans, there was these new twins who moved from the other side of the country to join my class. For some reason, these two kids did everything they could to make my life miserable. I think it's because I was socially unaware and a bit odd as a child, but I'm not sure. The boy twin was this very big kid who would regularly beat me up, and the girl twin would humiliate and spread rumors about me. Of course, the teachers never did anything about it. Luckily, these two went to different middle and high schools, so I wasn't bullied, and I had a pleasant time in school after that. Most kids were not happy about going to middle school, but I was excited for them to stop torturing me. However, last month I got a job at a new grocery store in my neighborhood. However, last week, the girl who bullied me got a job at the same grocery store. At first, I thought, it's been 7 years, she probably changed. But just now, a few coworkers asked me, "Did you really have sex with the manager so you could get hired here?" I shouted at them, "No!" and asked them where they heard that, and they said, "The new girl told us." I don't want to go through this again. I am genuinely considering switching jobs to get away from her. I feel so lost and helpless. Update. I stood up to my childhood bully as an adult. The last few days have been pretty chaotic. First of all, I found out the new girl at my workplace, who was my childhood bully, was spreading another rumor, claiming that my boobs were fake. I took the advice of most of the people in the comments of my post and sent an email to my manager telling him about how she made up a rumor claiming that I slept with him to get hired. He responded saying that this is a very serious issue and that he wants me to come into work tomorrow. To get my side of the story, because my bully had a shift then, the manager came in looking absolutely furious. My manager spoke with her, me and a few of my co-workers to see what was going on. After my manager spoke with my bully, I saw her leaving. She came up to me, said, "Fuck you, you tattletale slut," and left. I asked my manager what happened with her at the end of my shift. He said, "I spoke with her about the bullshit she was spewing. She tried acting innocent, but everyone I asked said that she was the one who made that shit up. She's fired, we don't have to worry about her anymore." I was kind of hoping that she would throw a temper tantrum, but that didn't happen. I finally stood up to her, thanks to the advice and words of support from Reddit. I'm pretty sure my past self, the little girl who had her backpack stuffed in a shit-filled toilet on her 11th birthday, would be so proud of me.